متكئون لهم فيها فاكهة ولهم ما يدعون سلام قولا من رب رحيم وامتازوا اليوم أيها المجرمون ألم أعهد إليكم يا بني آدم ألا تعبدوا الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين وأن اعبدوني هذا صراط مستقيم ولقد أضل منكم جبلا كثيرا أفلم تكونوا تعقلون هذه جهنم التي كنتم توعدون اصلوها اليوم بما كنتم تكفرون اليوم نختم على أفواههم وتكلمنا أيديهم وتشهد أرجلهم بما كانوا يكسبون ولو نشاء لطمسنا على أعينهم فاستبقوا الصراط فأنى يبصرون ولو نشاء لمسخناهم على مكانتهم فما استطاعوا مضيا ولا يرجعون ومن نعمره ننكسه في الخلق أفلا يعقلون وما علمناه الشعر وما ينبغي له إن هو إلا ذكر وقرآن مبين لينذر من كان حيا ويحق القول على الكافرين أولم يروا أنا خلقنا لهم مما عملت أيدينا أنعاما فهم لها مالكون وذللناها لهم فمنها ركوبهم ومنها يأكلون ولهم فيها منافع ومشارب أفلا يشكرون واتخذوا من دون الله آلهة لعلهم ينصرون لا يستطيعون نصرهم وهم لهم جند محضرون فلا يحزنك قولهم إنا نعلم ما يسرون وما يعلنون أولم ير الإنسان أنا خلقناه من نطفة فإذا هو خصيم مبين وضرب لنا مثلا ونسي خلقه قال من يحيي العظام وهي رميم قل يحييها الذي أنشأها أول مرة وهو بكل خلق عليم الذي جعل لكم من الشجر الأخضر نارا فإذا أنتم منه توقدون أوليس الذي خلق السماوات والأرض بقادر على أن يخلق مثلهم بلى وهو الخلاق العليم إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون فسبحان الذي بيده ملكوت كل شيء وإليه ترجعون
صدق الله العظيم.
You are listening to the Breakfast Rush.
اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. يا الله اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم.
Oh my Lord, my sins are like the highest mountain. My good deeds are very few, they're like a small pebble. I turn to you, my heart full of shame, my eyes full of tears. Bestow your forgiveness and mercy upon me. Ya Allah, send your peace and blessings on the final prophet and his family and companions and those who follow him. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. This Surah Yasin was brought to you by Merchants Spice, Peter Maritzburg. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless your day.
There's something cooking at Murchison Spice, and its name is Elite Basmati Rice, available throughout the Middle East and now available in South Africa. Brought to you by Murchison Spice, Peter Maritzburg. Available in Golden Cellar and Premium White, high in vitamins and low in calories. Perfect for the health conscious. Contact Murchison Spice on 033 387 2121. That's 033 387 2121. Murchison Spice. Taste the East.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Your award-nominated Breakfast Rush with Nishal Sarawat.
I love every bit of it.
I am so proud to be part of your family, the program. I love my program.
You guys are in my heart, in my car, everywhere. TBR is most amazing.
You are the breakfast team that we wake up to every morning. I think if you guys are not there when I switch on the radio, my morning would not be made.
Monday to Friday, 6 till 8 a.m.
Africa.
For too many communities across Africa and the world, access to clean water remains a dream. At Africa Muslims Agency, we dig deep, reaching into the heart of the earth to fill the cups of those in need. Sponsor a water well for 16,500 Rand, or a borehole in Afghanistan for 55,000 Rand, or Africa for 65,000 Rand, or any amount. With water comes food, health, education, and growth. An ongoing reward with Africa Muslims Agency.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
Inspiration for the Ummah, your morning nasiha.
Small phrase in the Quran that is so beautiful and so commonly overlooked. Inna Allaha yuhibbut tawabin. No doubt it is in fact Allah. He loves those who repent over and over and over again. Just a little bit of perspective. You know, somebody could have done me really bad, like a really bad wrong. They've said things that really hurt my feelings. And I can't get it out of my head. Every time I see them, I'm reminded of the thing that they said. And it's going to take a while before that scar is healed. Maybe once it gets healed, it's possible for me to befriend this person again, or at least be civil with this person again. Maybe it's really hard for me to even sit in the same room with that person, but now I got myself to be able to do that. I can actually communicate with this person or be in their presence again. But to ask me to love them, that's really hard. Okay, fine. Maybe in some crazy case, I can get myself to forget everything and find love for them again. Is it going to be the same love that I used to have before? Probably not. But maybe it's some kind of love. Now imagine that this person does it again, hurts me again, and then hurts me again, and then hurts me again, and then hurts me again. Is it possible for me to forget loving this person? It's not even possible for me to continuously forgive this person. To let the one scar hasn't even healed, the next one's opened up, the next wound's opened up, the next wound's opened up. I can't keep doing this. It's impossible for me. And now put this in perspective. We do wrong by Allah. He asks us to do something that's actually in our own favor. We neglect Him, we disobey Him, we disregard Him. And we don't do it once, we do it over and over and over again. And yet Allah, so massive in His love, so incredibly infinite in His mercy, He doesn't just say, Inna Allah yaghfiru lit-tawabin. No doubt Allah, He forgives people who repent. By the way, why do you repent over and over again? Because you mess up over and over again. At-tawab is sighatul mubalagha, for takrar, for repetition. There's hyperbole used in the ayah. So people who mess up over and over again, Allah doesn't say He accepts their repentance even though they keep coming back and repenting over and over again. He didn't say that. He said He loves those who repent over and over again. Subhanallah. And by the way, Inna Allah yuhibbu, this is in Arabic, it's called al-ithbat ala ghayr al-fa'il. Here's what it translates into simple English. It is in fact Allah. He loves people who keep repenting over and over again. No one else is capable of that. That's only our Rabb, that's only Allah. May Allah Azza wa Jal make us of those who He loves, and may Allah make us of people who genuinely make tawbah to Him over and over and over again. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
It's time for The Breakfast Show. The Breakfast Rush.
Check it out.
A great way to start your day. The Breakfast Rush.
Allah, 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 ya Mawlana. Allah, 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 sallu ala Rasulillah. Allah, 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 ya Mawlana. Allah, Allah, sallu ala Rasulillah. Allah, 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 ya Mawlana. Allah, Allah, sallu ala Rasulillah. وداوم على ذكري الغالي حقيقة تكن غنى فالطبع للطبع يسرق. الله 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 يا مولانا. الله الله صلوا على رسول الله. وأحسنها قواني وثوقي بفضلكم وأن على أبوابكم أتملكوا. الله 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 يا مولانا. الله 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 صلوا على رسول الله. فلا عفوه عن فصحى ولا عفوه عن زلة متقاصر ولا فضله عن فصحى القصد ضيق. الله 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 يا مولانا. الله صلوا على رسول الله فلا عفوه عن زلة متقاصر ولا فضله عن فسحة القصد ضيق الله 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 يا مولانا
TBR, it says 90.4 FM in Durban, 105.6 FM in Pietermaritzburg. And welcome. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Welcome on into your breakfast rush on this beautiful Wednesday morning. It's the 19th of November, 2025. Great to have you along for the ride today. Nazmira Kasim, how are you doing this morning?
Alhamdulillah. How are you?
No complaints from me. None whatsoever.
And to you, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu on the 28th of Jamadul Ula, 1447. Bright, hot, sunny.
Lovely, lovely. We'll give you the full weather report in a moment as the clock ticks on for 6:30 now. We're going to get into your first traffic update for the morning and just letting you know what to expect as you get on your trip to work, to drop the kids off for the papers. Are they still writing? Are your kids still writing? So send us a message, 060-904-1056. Let us know when is the last paper for those in your home that are still writing, whether they be your kids, nieces, nephews, whatever the case may be. When's the last paper? And if you're a teacher that's listening into the program right now, I want to know what you're most looking forward to before December comes around. So if you're a teacher, whether it's primary school, high school, let us know what you're looking forward to most before December comes around, because the whole December thing, I think, Naz, for teachers, and you be the best person in the room to give us this one here because you're a teacher. So in December, I'm assuming it's like the first week in December where teachers are just like finishing up work for 2025, getting ready for 2026, and they want to put their pens down as well.
So in my case, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
By the end of November, we'd be done with everything for 2025.
Right.
And first 2 weeks of December is prep for 2026.
A whole fortnight in.
Yes. So currently, to answer your question, if I had to answer it, it would be finishing my marking. Just
is it the same for you?
The marking, the moderating, the admin, essentially.
The admin.
Getting the reports out, and then when that is done, you can breathe.
There you go. Is it the same for you if you're a teacher? Tell me, what are you looking forward to by the end of November? And then is it that whole fortnight thing for you as well in December as a teacher? I know we concentrate so much on the children.
Rightfully so.
No, absolutely, absolutely. And we want to continue doing that. But we concentrate so much on the children, we forget that there's a whole other half, which is the adult component of the schooling system. So the teachers, school administrators, management, etc. So we want to know from both, when's the last paper for your child? And what are teachers and people that work at schools, what are you looking forward to most by the end of November, and what's going to be happening for you in December? Because we got some December plans for you. We do. And I want to tell you about that a bit later on now.
You know, people don't believe me when I say it, but I miss them during that month. I really do.
Why?
I don't know.
And it's not a bad why. It's like tell me why, like that.
It just happens, you know.
You're so accustomed to spending the time with it.
I am. And there's a lot of other things external to academics that's important for a child. Like they'll ask you the most random question, you know. So and curiosity. Their presence, the love, the affection, and them being genuine and innocent to who they are. Not putting on something for you to like them. I miss them.
Fauzi in Pietermaritzburg says, my niece's last matric paper is on Friday. Oh, hopefully you guys give that niece a couple of weeks to decompress.
She's going to have a long holiday before those results come out next year.
And then before getting into tertiary and all of that, Imad, assalamu alaikum to you. Let's get into it.
Breakfast Rush Traffic.
Lieutenant Colonel Raouf, assalamu alaikum. Welcome.
Alhamdulillah.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm trying to swallow my teeth.
You're trying to find your teeth?
I'm going to swallow my teeth.
Oh, you got me for a second. Honestly, I'm like, wait, hold on. Did he start wearing dentures? I didn't even know about that. But anyway, hopefully the tea's down now. What's happening on the roads?
You're in the Mayville area, near the Bassett Hardware. I think this is Spring Bonnie Road and Belair Road. It's closed. So you're going to have to use an alternative route. There's detours in place on Candela. So Candela is going to be very chaotic this morning because the option coming out to Mayville is closed, coming from the shop. So just be careful. Going to be lots of traffic this morning coming out of the Bonella area. Otherwise, looking good. I'm not getting any information, anything undue or anything happening that should be reported. At this point, hope they're looking good.
Thank you very much, Soup. You have yourself a wonderful morning and enjoy your tea. We'll catch up with you in a while on the show. Walaikum salam. I forgot about something, and thank you very much for reminding me. Whilst we're talking about all of that, and Frozy saying that her niece is writing her last paper come Friday, right? Nafisa says, Salams, I'm most looking forward to our year-end class party. A fun day where we all just get to chill and create some memories. So I completely forgot about the whole class party thing.
That's lovely.
You know? So thank you very much, Nafisa, for reminding us about the class party. It brings back a little bit of memories for me. I know things have changed as the years have rolled on, but as you get to that last day of school, way back when, there used to be these cooks that came to the school, and on one of the soccer pitches, grounds, whatever you want to call them, they'd start their fires very early in the morning. They'll put their degs on, and they'll cook at the school. Right? And then run about maybe 10:30 or so, you'd start getting all of these plates and more buckets really of food coming to your classroom.
Cool.
So while they were busy doing the cooking, you could smell, the aroma of this, wood-fired biryani getting prepared is just like all over the entire school.
Getting you very hungry, I'm sure.
And then you're having your class party with your teacher, all your classmates and all of that, whether it's balloons, whether it's board games, whatever it was, you were just having a little bit of fun in the classroom. Not schoolwork. No pens, no paper, no books, nothing. Just having a bit of fun with all your, your classmates and all of that. And then you'd get the meals coming through. And then ma'am, or sir, whoever it was, became the caterer. Right? So then you had a few of the bigger, stronger boys that would go and help serve meals around the classroom. And then it's like the whole class sat down together, had this massive meal together and just talking, and having a little bit of a say bye-bye because next year you got another form teacher. So it's like this form teacher is saying, thank you very much for, wrecking my brain the entire year. This is where I say bye to you, and next year I get a whole nother lot to wreck my brain.
Good luck.
But it was brilliant, and those are some of the memories that we hold. Do you guys still do that?
No. Well, I've never actually experienced that even when I was in school.
No way.
I promise you.
No way.
Yes, we had class parties where it would be like a bring and share thing. But not the school preparing meals on degs. Never. The closest I've been to that was the Al Ansar Eid feeding.
No way.
Never at school.
Guys, you need to bring that back to the schools. It was so much of fun. Aslam says his son Ferdeen is writing his last paper on Friday as well. Inshallah, all goes well for every matriculant this year. We make dua for them. Tricia says, yes, we did the exact same at our school. So I know I'm not alone. I know my schools are not the only school that did it. So we're talking memories today. We're bringing back those memories for you. And we're asking teachers and students right now, when's your last paper for the students? For teachers, what are you most looking forward to as the end of November rolls around and getting into December and all of that? And then the class party.
So what was it? Was it biryani in the digs?
Yeah. I think that's where my love for biryani started. Honestly, way back when. I think that's the time.
The weather update. Now it's sunny. I can go play outside. Yay!
All right, mostly sunny for Durban, 23 degrees. Peter Maritzburg, mostly sunny, 22. Margate, mostly sunny, 23 degrees today. Richards Bay, mostly sunny, 24. Ladysmith, mostly sunny, 24 as well. Johannesburg, partly cloudy, 24 degrees. Cape Town, the mother city, sunny, 24. Lilongwe in Malawi, a cloudy 27. Pakistan's Karachi, a cloudy 31. Sunny in Mecca and Al Madinah, up to a 33-degree high between those two centers. Dubai, sunny 33. Perth in Australia has a severe thunderstorm warning for today, but a 30-degree high at the moment. Out in Ireland, Galway in Ireland, just day on day, I'm looking at this temperature, just go, it's going down 6 degrees at lunchtime in Galway, Ireland, and Gaza City, Palestine. A partly cloudy 26 expected in that part of the world. Latifa, Salamu alaikum to you. Hafiz Shahid Mia saying, Salam TBR team, have a Mubarak day ahead. Old school is best.
Cannot agree more.
Yeah. Old school is best. I'm pretty certain everybody gonna agree with that one there. Let's see. My granddaughter last week Friday finished off her last paper, but she's going to school because she is head girl. Ooh, fantastic. Fatima Zahra at Hartley Road School. Yes, my father used to sponsor biryani for school. And my father had a cafe. He was the cook of my daddy's marhum. Sarah Bibi Mustafa Parag. I'm pretty certain you've got some beautiful memories from all of those years ago.
And then Razia Qadr says, Assalamu alaikum. Have a blessed day. Salams. I have one of my pupils' books from way back. The last piece of work was on the 27th of November. Qasim Mohammed.
Hey, so they worked all the way to like the very end. The very end.
You've got to work for that class party.
Slums, we think we had the best schooling era, the best days of our Ashraf. You are so right. And the reason we feel that way, I think anyway, that the school days were the best days. The reason we feel that way is because not too long after that, we had to start adulting.
Yeah.
Not too long after that, we became people that had to pay for stuff on our own, earn our own money, and all of those things. So yeah, the school days were the best because
from
for
the
most
best days to the stress days
to the super. Yes. Oh, man, what is this? TBR year-end function should be held at Magic Company.
Yes, please.
Magic Company.
Yes,
is
please.
Is that the one with all the arcade
Altaf.
games?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And then
is Altaf sponsoring it?
Maybe the day before that,
yeah,
we could just cook biryani together, like they did at Nishal School.
We can't get Naz to do the biryani. Altaf, she wouldn't put the meat in.
Veg biryani.
Assalamu alaikum, Shameem. Oh, this is a lovely message.
Salams. The end of the year treat for learners is still a reality.
Right.
Zintoville Primary School. That is the highlight on the day they write the last paper.
I love that. Somebody's keeping that tradition alive. Abdullah, thank you for sending that message. Latifa was an Urdu teacher.
Oh, nice. So Appa Latifa says the same. So they did the same thing. Cooking on the ground. She would sponsor the garlic and the ginger.
Right.
Retired Urdu teacher. I'm coming for lessons, Appa Latifa.
Biryani cooking lessons or the
both?
Oh, okay. Shameem, happy birthday to amazing daughter Nabila. May Allah grant you many more, inshallah, from your mum, Alia, Fuzail, and Fuad as well.
And then Shana says, Salams Nishal, you brought back so much of memories. I can smell the biryani now.
That was the plan. That exactly was the plan. Seriously, for a lot of people, it would be a tone, it would be some jingle, some music, it would be a smell that would trigger memory, your senses, the way something feels. Do you remember when the teacher used to say, and the
throw the duster?
Not throw the duster, our dusters were UFOs, honestly, because until it hit you, you couldn't identify it. So teachers with long nails.
Okay.
When the class was being rowdy, they would take the on the green board or the blackboard, and it just everybody. Oh,
not painful. Like
I have no idea whether they felt pain, but I know my teeth kind of felt that one. So yeah, memories. It's different. Your senses hold memories for you. My granddaughter's school in Pietermaritzburg, won't mention the name of the school. They are feeding the kids biryani today. Ibrahim, it was 207 West Road, Overport. That's our address. I'm just putting it out there. I'm not going to let anybody else. Hafiz, stop. Talk about memories.
What about sports day? Donuts, cool drinks, fruit.
Do the schools still do that?
Yes.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Where they give you this long donut with like diabetes in the middle. Like cream in the middle. And then like the glass cold drink.
Not the glass.
Not the glass.
Nah.
No, these days the kids will probably throw the glass at you. But anyway.
And then also snowballs are a thing of today.
Yeah. But that you can only serve with milk, man. You can only serve that with milk. Our teachers were the best. Still in contact with some of them after 41 years. Wow.
That
MH?
is brilliant.
That is brilliant. MH. Great memories is what we're talking about this morning, taking you back to your school days. And one of the reasons for that is because your children, my children, our children are living those days at this moment.
True.
They're doing that. They're going through their exams. They're finishing up their last papers. Whether they're at primary school, high school, university, whatever the case may be, they're going through it at the moment. And we were there at one stage.
And we still write on the uniforms on the last day.
Yeah.
But obviously that's only if you're leaving the school, like if you're in grade 7 or if you're in matric. I've still got my dress.
Right?
From back then.
With all the stuff,
all
with everybody's
the
autographs, basically. Oh, there we go. 6:45 on this Wednesday morning. Ghulam Mustafa Qadri on the playlist for you.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil Pure Sunflower Cooking Oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's the perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil Cooking Oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Big city to big city. Winners wake up with the Breakfast Rush.
At Radio Al Ansar, we value your feedback. If you have a broadcasting-related complaint, please send it in writing to the head of the Complaints Committee. Be sure to include your full name, contact details, a clear explanation of the complaint, and any supporting documents. You can email your complaint to feedback@alansar.org.za. That's feedback@alansar.org.za. Or visit our administrative office at 207 West Road, Overport, Durban. Your voice matters to us.
It's back. Simplex Radio's Black November sale. Bigger and better. Get your hands on the Samsung 70-inch LED TV at only 9,999, saving a massive 3,000 Rand. Plus, we'll throw in a free soundbar.
Save 2,000 Rand on the Sinotech 65-inch LED TV at only 5,999.
Sinotech 32-inch LED TV now at a bargain price of just 1,699.
And get the Hisense 43-inch Full HD Smart TV at a low of 3,499.
Deals are limited. Simplex Radio, the name you can trust.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
مرحبا رسول الله 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 زمانہ نور ہے زمانہ نور ہے زمانہ نور ہے زمانہ نور ہے آسمان سے چاند اترا آسمان سے چاند آسمان سے چاند اترا آسمان سے چاند سرکار کی آمد دلدار کی آمد حضور کی آمد پر نور کی آمد اچھے کی آمد سچے کی آمد ذرا چوم کے بولو لب چوم کے بولو لب چوم کے بولو آ گئی ہے سبز جھنڈوں کی بہاریں چار سو آ گئی ہے سبز جھنڈوں کی بہاریں چار سو محفل میلاد کی اب سج رہی ہے چار سو زمانہ نور ہے زمانہ نور ہے زمانہ نور ہے آسمان سے چاند اترا آسمان سے چاند آسمان سے چاند اترا آسمان سے چاند تیرے ہونے سے ہوا ہے دو جہاں کا انتظام تیرے ہونے سے ہوا ہے دو جہاں کا انتظام اس لیے کرتے گئے دونوں جہاں رک کر سلام زمانہ نور ہے زمانہ نور ہے زمانہ نور ہے آسمان سے چاند اترا آسمان سے چاند آسمان سے چاند اترا آسمان سے چاند آ گئے وہ کہتے جاتے ہیں فرشتے مرحبا آ گئے وہ کہتے جاتے ہیں فرشتے مرحبا اپنی آنکھوں کو بچھاتے ہیں فرشتے مرحبا زمانہ نور ہے زمانہ نور ہے زمانہ نور ہے آسمان سے چاند اترا آسمان سے چاند آسمان سے چاند اترا آسمان سے چاند کس کی آمد ہے کہ بادل رحمتوں کے چھا گئے کس کی آمد ہے کہ بادل رحمتوں کے چھا گئے بھر گئی چاند تاروں سے زمین وہ آ گئے.
How cool is this track, man? It's Ghulam Mustafa Khan. Zamana Noor Hai. 9 minutes to 7 this morning. Over the past week, South Africa has been buzzing with conversation around the sudden arrival of approximately 150 Palestinian travelers at OR Tambo International Airport. And we're hoping to get a bit of insight on this incident around about 10 past 7 this morning. It's Wednesday, so Buddy Governor brings you sport. And of course, because it's Wednesday, it's Wellness Wednesday with Flowpath Laboratories. So we'll get into a little bit of wellness discussion at that part of the show as well. Now, before we get into headlining news and all of that, Munir Ashmal sends through a message, says, happy 11th birthday to Nusaiba. May Allah bless you, always protect you, and fill your life with happiness, and iman. You're so special to me, a true gift from Allah, and I'm grateful every day to be your parent. We love you so much. Mr. Ashmal, I think that is a beautiful message to a lovely young lady. And from us here, the Breakfast Rush as well, to Miss Seba, a very, very happy birthday to you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Happy birthday,
especially when she's
Naseba.
writing an exam.
And all the best for your fiqh paper today.
Sarah Bibi Mustafa says, school is just a building standing. All the schools are tops. The teachers work hard with them. So blame school and teachers. You need to tension. We need to tension our children. Yeah, absolutely. It's food for thought as we hopefully in the next good couple of weeks get into a new schooling year.
Inshallah.
Fazila Kaji sending salams to everybody listening in this morning.
And then assalamu alaikum. My bad memory of school is that of my accounting teacher scratching my head with his pen. Ouch! I still feel that pain when I think about it till this day. Even my head is sore now.
I mean, why?
I don't know. Maybe talking in the
They're
class.
trying to write the notes in direct
Pay
into the memory.
attention.
Like, come on now. Like 1 + 1 is 2. Shahid Mia, Officer, I'm still wondering how it's possible for you to have a picture of every food item that you send a message about.
Just bring that copper deck and come here, please.
Because he sends a message, says biryani in a copper deck, memories, and then he sends a picture of a copper deck on the fire with the biryani being cooked. And it's amazing. It's amazing.
And fried onions
Yeah,
at the top.
Yeah.
We all know what we're going to eat today. All Nishal's fault.
Yeah, we all have to find a school who's making the biryani. That's the problem.
Salam's dish. Our school is giving our kids their meals tomorrow.
Lovely.
I just came out of hospital, but still going ahead with the meals as the rest of the staff don't bother. It's placed on 2 teachers to do the entire feeding. From Anonymous.
Anissa, bless you. I'm not going to keep it anonymous. I'm going to say your name. I'm going to say your name because that's my name. Thank you for pronouncing it correctly. Bless you for the work that you put in for the children's benefit.
Alhamdulillah.
Full stop.
I promise you, they'll remember that when they are parents one day.
Yeah.
I'll tell your stories to their little ones.
Are you still in contact with any of your primary school teachers?
Oh, yes. You know.
Yeah. So I as well. The kids will know it now as grade 1. But my class 1 teacher, Mrs. Inder, she's now retired and all of that. But up until she was still teaching, I was still in contact with her.
That's brilliant.
Since her retirement, she's doing a bit of travel and what have you now. So hopefully she's well where she is. So yes, Anissa, the kids will remember. Salaam alaikum. One of my favorite memories was the last day we got to use casual clothing. Except in those days, we called it color clothes. True story.
Did you guys have to pay?
At some point in time, they called it American Day.
Okay.
Because the Americans went to school in their colored clothing.
Casuals,
right? Casuals. I still find it funny. We have to pay you to use our own clothes and come to school.
Fundraising. But I'm assuming, how much was it then? About 1 rand, 2 rand, less?
I was not born during Prohibition.
Anyway.
Listen, in my days, it was like 5 rand and 10 rand.
5 and 10. Now, that amount hasn't changed too much. My teachers were tops, very pleasant to me in Cape Town. You went to school in Cape Town. That's beautiful. Well done. I'm not even going to... No comment, officer. No comment whatsoever.
Do unto others. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Yeah, love for others.
Hajra Habib.
What you love for yourself.
Essentially, Ubuntu.
Yeah. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Anissa Salams, yes, it's for the beautiful smiles from our children. It makes it all worthwhile.
Absolutely.
That's so true. The little that we do and the appreciation that they show you. Today they call it Civies. Yeah, Civies Day. Civies Day. Certain places not so civvy, so be uncivvy, but anyway, it's another story.
Brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's the perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
The Breakfast Rush. It's the only way to start your day.
It's not just about the bride. It's about family, community, and celebrating the men who make our society strong. Introducing the Afternoon Jam Ultimate Bride Champion, a first of its kind. Join us for a fun-filled afternoon with a chill zone, kids corner, entertainment, comedy, stalls, and more. Entry is absolutely free. So bring everyone. Don't miss the Ultimate Bride Champion on the 22nd of November 2025 at the Al Ansar Foundation, 207 West Road, Overport. Brotherhood meets competition. The Afternoon Jam Ultimate Bride Champion is powered by Dawood Megastore. Sounds fun? See you there.
Almost 1 in 5 South African children attend school each day without having eaten breakfast. This seriously affects their ability to concentrate and understand lessons. The Al Imdad Foundation's Make Breakfast Possible campaign allows learners to enjoy a high-energy cereal at the start of the school day. Help children to focus on learning and not hunger. Let's make breakfast possible today. Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willowton Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
Vishal, good morning. Hope you guys are well in the studio there. I must say you guys are hitting the nail on the head about everything in school, the parties, the color clothes and alles. Good one. Good memories.
والليل دجى من وفراته فأقر رسولا فضلا وعلا أهدى السبل لدلالته الله 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 كنز الكرم.
I think it's a moment of nostalgia for so many people, for so very many people, just thinking back to your school days. And Zerul with that voice note, thank you, Zerul, for sending that through. And yeah, that's the idea, that's the aim. It's to bring back those smiles from when you were a little one. And the reasons for the smiles in those days were the little moments that we collected through our schooling career, all those tiny little moments, and then put them into one big memory that we reflect on these days.
Absolutely.
That's what it is.
And I would think to try and recreate them for the little ones of today.
Yeah. Without a doubt. We'll go through more of your messages as we get through the program for the morning. There's a ton of messages that we're not ignoring. We're spacing out, so to speak, spacing them out through the show, because now we got to get to news.
The Breakfast Rush Main News Bulletin.
Making news at 7, Sandile Ngobo, a co-accused of eThekwini's former mayor Zandile Kumete in the 320 million rands fraud case concerning a Durban solid waste tender, is now without a lawyer. Good morning, I'm Tabile Duma. Sandile Ngobo, a co-accused of eThekwini's former mayor Zandile Kumete in the 320 million rands fraud case concerning a Durban solid waste tender, is now without a lawyer. Ngobo previously served as the deputy head of supply chain management for the eThekwini municipality. The instructing attorney Janine Pothma informed Judge Shemaine Bolton in chambers on Monday that they would be withdrawing from the case. On the 10th of November, Advocate Jimmy Hauser, Ngobo's lawyer, told the court that he would only be coming to the matter when it is necessary. In the meantime, an attorney would sit in. After long discussions in chambers, Advocate Reshma Athmaram placed on record that the state found itself in a difficult position as they were informed that Kumete's lawyer, Advocate Jay Naidu, would now be representing Ngobo. Atmaram said that this was going to be a conflict of interest. She said as it stands, Ngobo has no legal representatives. She said that their submissions would be sent to the defense by the end of business day yesterday and asked the court to postpone the matter to tomorrow morning for arguments. Staying with local news, a social media law expert, Emma Sandlia, yesterday said that her analysis of the tweets by Duduzile Zuma Sambudla found encouragement, a jubilation and a celebration on the 2021 unrest that had South Africa on its knees over that period. Zuma Sambudla is on trial in the Durban High Court for allegedly instigating public violence to demand the release of her father, former President Jacob Zuma, who handed himself over to the Escort Correctional Center in the northwest of KwaZulu-Natal on the night of the 7th of July in 2021. Sandlia told the court that immediately after Zuma Sambudla posted videos or messages, the same messages appeared on 3 WhatsApp chat groups managed by the instigators of the unrest. The groups were Free Jacob Zuma Inc., which stands for Inanda Ntuzuma and Kwamashu, and eThekwini. Sandhya said in one instance, Zuma Sambudla on the 9th of July 2021 posted about violence that was taking place on the N2 near Empangeni in the north of the province, and a minute later this post appeared in the same WhatsApp groups as mentioned. The state prosecution team led by advocate Yuri Kangai said that this meant that Zuma Sambudla's posts were used in perpetuating the violence that was taking place at the time. In national news, SAPS Deputy National Commissioner for Policing Lieutenant General Debelo Musikili says the Night Joints is fully prepared for the G20 Leaders Summit at the Nasraq Expo Center this weekend, warning that anyone who challenges security measures will face the full might of the law. The National Joint Operational and Intelligence Structure briefed the media last night at the Nasraq Expo Center's Media Center, outlining the security cluster's readiness for the summit, scheduled for the 22nd and the 23rd of November. She said they called the briefing to provide an update on their state of readiness as the security cluster to ensure the smoother running of the G20 Leaders Summit set to take place this weekend. She said securing an event of this scale was an opportunity to showcase the capability of South Africa's law enforcement agencies. Northwest businessman Brian Mokhotsi testified that he tricked KZN Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi into believing that he was an SAPS infiltrator, while in fact he was actually operating as a crime intelligence agent mandated to investigate the commissioner himself. Mokhotsi told the Madlanga Commission yesterday that he was officially tasked by the crime intelligence to gather information on both Mkhwanazi and notorious cartel member Vusmuzi Kat Matlala. His testimony followed earlier accusations from Mkhwanazi, who had described Mokhotsi as a conduit of corruption between senior political players, including the suspended police minister Senzo Mchunu and Matlala. Mokhotsi rejected those allegations, insisting that the commissioner's conclusions were the result of a carefully constructed deception. And finally, security forces in the northwest of Nigeria are intensifying their efforts to find the 25 schoolgirls abducted by gunmen in an early morning raid on the school this week. Police said men armed with rifles stormed the government girls' comprehensive secondary school in Kebbi State's Maga town approximately at 4 a.m. local time on Monday, arriving on motorcycles in an apparently well-planned attack. It's reported that the attackers exchanged gunfire with police before scaling the perimeter fence and abducting the students. Assailants killed the school's vice principal during the attack. No group immediately claimed a responsibility for abducting the girls, and the motivation was unclear. Yesterday, security teams swept nearby forests where gangs often hide, while others were deployed along major roads leading to the school. Taking a look at financial indicators, the rand to the US dollar is trading at 17 rands and 18 cents, to the euro at 19 rands and 89 cents, to the pound at 22 rands and 58 cents. The Saudi Riyal is at 4 rands and 58 cents. Gold is trading at $4,067.39 an ounce, while Brent crude oil is trading at $64.89 a barrel. That's it for now. I will be back with your headlines at 7:30. For Radio Alansan News, I'm Tabila Duma.
Thank you very much, Tabila Duma. It is your breakfast rush coming for 7 after 7. Inshallah, we're able to get a hold of Khalid Vauda, the co-founder of Social Intifada, to be talking about this approximately 150 Palestinians that arrived at OR Tambo last week, and just have a conversation around that topic as well. So Khalid Vauda, the co-founder of Social Intifada, expected on the program a little bit later on. We got to get you your latest traffic now. If you're on the roads, here's your heads up. And remember, you are also our eyes and ears on the road. So if you see something we should be talking about, send us a message, let us know.
This traffic update is brought to you by Sham Panel Beaters. 140 Felix Dlamini Drive, Overport.
Breakfast Rush Traffic.
Lieutenant Colonel Raouf, assalamu alaikum. Welcome back.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much. So if you're on the NC this morning, coming towards Peter Marisburg, coming down from the Hilton area, downtown Hill, just there in the Peter Brown vicinity, there's an accident involving trucks. So there's only one lane that's running at the moment. Traffic is building up considerably in that vicinity. Just allow for extra traveling time, please. The R56 between Bailesfield and Richmond. You got a truck trailer that's overturned, horse and trailer. That's causing a problem. There's only one lane running there as well. So it's going to be major delays in that vicinity. Allow for extra traveling time, please. Slow-moving traffic on the N2 northbound between the M7 and Spaghetti. Also the M4 coming into Durban, taking the Victoria Embankment off-ramp and the Moro off-ramp. Is a little bit congested as well. The N3 between Paradise Valley and Spaghetti Junction incoming, also congested. Allow for extra traveling time. That's your second update.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Raouf. So before you go, we're talking about school and the good old days of when the schools used to say, okay, right, last day, here's your class party, let's do this. Here's your biryani at the end of the year. What are some of the memories for you whenever, whether you're in primary school, high school, whatever it is? What are some of those memories?
We went to school till the last day.
Mm-hmm.
We never stayed away. You know, when the exam is over, you stay away and things like that. No. That was not in our book. We never had that that syllabus.
Yeah.
So on the last day, we would play with water. We would play with shoe polish.
Shoe polish.
And we'd also write with pens, Koki pens, giving messages on the white shirt.
Yeah. I remember doing that as well.
Beautiful memories.
Lovely memories. Thank you, Soup. You take it easy. We'll catch up with you in a while.
No, but my best memory was one.
Which one? Tell me which teacher hit you and you remembered it.
No. No, it was the last day of school and we were like playing with water.
Right.
And so we had a bucket of water.
Mm-hmm.
And we waited for this one girl to come around the corner. And then you were going to throw this color water onto her, you know?
No way.
Terrible.
It so happened that the music teacher came around the corner.
Right. And you threw it on the music
and she
teacher?
had a white dress on.
No, man.
No, it.
I'm sure she played instruments on every one of you.
She probably took that flute and played a drum on your head with it.
Yo. She was playing every string on the guitar on her.
Have a lovely morning, Sue. We got 20 minutes. We'll catch up with you. Wa alaikum salam. For Zamir, he says the worst memory was my Arabic teacher who drew a dot on the board and then asked me to look at it. And the next thing, boom, a smack in the back of the head.
What did you do, Zamir? Tell us.
Your
What
Arabic
did you
teacher was
do?
creative. Eh? Your Arabic teacher was very creative. Phew. I can imagine that. Like you picture it in your mind.
I'm just thinking, the little ones of today will never know.
Inshallah.
This traffic update is brought to you by Sham Panel Beaters, 140 Felix Dlamini Drive, Overport.
Is your car in need of repairs or some TLC?
At Sham Panel Beaters, we take pride in providing top-notch service for over 40 years.
Conveniently located at 140 Felix Lamini Road, Overport, Durban, we specialize in repairs for both insurance claims and cash jobs.
Enjoy a free diagnostic test, polish, mini valet with every guaranteed repair.
We treat your pride and joy as our own and are approved by all major insurance companies and brokers.
Sham Panel Beaters is also an AA and RMI accredited repairer.
Trust us with your vehicle today.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
The views and opinions expressed by the guest and presenters of Radio Al Ansar are not necessarily the views and opinions of Radio Al Ansar and the Al Ansar Foundation.
At the new Checkers Saxony Westwood, you'll find everything from our signature steakhouse classic cuts, expertly aged and ready for the braai. Try something exclusive like our Simple Truth certified lamb, responsibly sourced, free range, and raised without added growth hormones or promoters. Checkers Saxony Westwood, butchery, bakery, and deli, certified by the NIHT. Doors open on October 30th. See you there.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
TBR, it is 90.4 FM in Durban, 105.6 FM, Peter Maritzburg. And Mondi's telling me that he's still trying to get a hold of our potential guest, Khalid Wouter. While he's doing that, there's another sister, Anisa, that sends this message through.
Assalamu alaikum to the fab TBR team, Nishal and Naz. My awesome twosome, thank you for a fantastic beginning to our day. Anisa Suleiman, we appreciate you. Jazakallah.
Absolutely.
And then, yes, Nishal and Nazmira, back in the day, we waited for year end. Played Ludo,
Yes.
Snakes and Ladders
Yes.
while working out who
Yes.
took first, second, third positions.
Husna.
Jazakallah khair.
I remember that as well. Husna, I remember that as well. I remember sitting down, as Superintendent Raouf said, we went to school till the last day.
Yeah.
The exams, the teaching, all of that was over, right? And then you still went to school. You didn't stay home. So what were you doing? You were playing board games. You were keeping yourself busy, during that time.
And
Now,
working out who came first, second, and
first,
third.
second, and third, because the teachers didn't give you any clues. You had to try and work it out yourself. Anyway, it's 7:15 now. Over the past week, South Africa has been buzzing with conversation around the sudden arrival of about 150 Palestinian travelers at OR Tambo International Airport. Government officials confirmed that many of the passengers arrived without proper documentation, yet those who remained in the country have now been granted 90-day visas on humanitarian grounds. But this development has come, a wave of speculation. Is this part of Israel's ongoing displacement of Palestinians? Could elements of human trafficking be involved? Or is this simply a group of people fleeing urgent danger, seeking refuge where they can find it? Now, to help us unpack the facts, cut through the speculation, and understand who these Palestinians are and what support they're receiving on the ground, we're joined this morning by Brother Khalid Wouter, co-founder of Social Intifada, one of the organizations directly assisting these travelers. Brother Khalid, Assalamu alaikum, and thank you for joining us on the Breakfast Rush on Radio Al Ansar.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Jazakallah khair for having us.
What is the status of the Palestinians who have remained in South Africa?
Just two corrections, if I may, before I answer that question.
Gee, please.
So it's 153 individuals, not families.
Okay.
And secondly, when they arrived here, they had valid travel documents. They weren't here without the proper documentation. So that's the only issue that was picked up by Border Management Authority was that they didn't have exit stamps from their point of departure. But they all are in possession of valid travel documents, valid Palestinian passports.
Thank you for the clarity on that. What is the status of the Palestinians who have remained in South Africa?
So of the 153, initially, almost immediately, about 24, if I'm not mistaken, stayed in transit, and then they booked onward flights to move elsewhere. The remaining Palestinians they remained in the country. Some of them are in the process of applying for asylum. Some of them are in the process of deciding what they want to do. They have a 90-day visa, as any Palestinian would when they arrive in South Africa. So some of them are receiving legal advice. Some of them are deciding if the place is for them, if South Africa is for them, and then they will still make their decision based on that. So all of that's not confirmed. Some also have left South Africa within this last week as well.
Okay. How is Social Intifada involved in assisting them, and what were your first interactions with the group like?
So we were alerted to this through one of our sister organizations back when the first plane of Palestinians arrived at the end of October. Those passed through customs and they were spread all over Johannesburg. One of our sister organizations asked us to look into the organization that facilitated their arrival, known as Al-Majd Europe.
Yes.
That's when our involvement began, and some of our members then started assisting more on the second flight with helping to process. Thursday was just it was complete chaos and it was panic as well, because we found out that everybody was arriving Thursday, and then we had the entire incident at OR Tambo where there was the delay of 12 hours. People were kept on the plane because Border Management Authority found that they didn't have exit stamps in their passports. But this raises a serious question, because the first lot of Palestinians who arrived at the end of October also didn't have exit stamps in their passports.
Okay.
Israel doesn't stamp Palestinian passports, and all of these passengers who arrived in South Africa were transported not out of Rafah, as is the normal crossing for Palestinians exiting Gaza. They normally go through Egypt. All of these had followed a very specific route, which was facilitated by this very insidious, shadowy organization called Al-Majd Europe. They actually passed through the Israeli crossing at Kerem Shalom, and from there they were then transited to, they were flown to Nairobi, and from Nairobi they had been flown into South Africa on chartered flights, private chartered flights.
Yes. Yes. Brother Khalid, there are claims circulating that this could be part of Israel's broader displacement strategy. From your understanding, is there any merit to this claim?
There's been a lot of information coming out about Al-Majd over the last week. After we broke the story at the end of October, Al-Majd has been, the owner of Al-Majd, or the head of Al-Majd rather, has been exposed as a dual national Israeli-Estonian individual. Al-Majd has been charging people a lot of money in order to be able to leave Gaza, this on the back of a 2-year genocide, when Israel has decimated the place and made it completely unlivable. So they then, last year, probably around towards the middle or the end of last year, adverts were circulating in Gaza on social media in Arabic, on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, offering people evacuation, relocation to Indonesia, Malaysia, and the like.
Yes.
Some people were looking for a future for them and their families, and they then applied with this organization, who charged them between, the least was around $2,000. Others reported $3,500, $4,000 per individual.
Wow.
They were then given a notice of about 6 to 8 hours to get themselves ready. Once the application was approved, everything was done through a WhatsApp number. They were then picked up. They were taken to the Kerem Shalom crossing. They had to leave all their belongings behind. They were only allowed to take their phones, cash, and whatever clothing they were wearing. Across Kerem Shalom crossing, which is Israeli controlled, nobody passes there unless the Israeli military allows them to pass through there. They were flown out of Ramon International Airport on a Romanian chartered airline to Nairobi. In Nairobi, there was zero passport control. There were no passport checks done. They were given boarding passes for another charter to South Africa. So we don't know how many flights have gone out before this to which parts of the world. There are 2 flights that have arrived in South Africa. And this speaks to the broader ethnic cleansing plan and intention, which was first articulated by Donald Trump and then obviously picked up on by Netanyahu, Smotrich, Ben Gvir, and all of the other nut jobs in the Israeli Knesset. There is definitely a plan to want to thin Gaza out as much as possible. And the dark irony here is that Palestinians are having to pay for their own displacement.
Brother Khalid, what kinds of conditions or threats did these travelers report experiencing before leaving Palestine?
No threats before leaving Palestine. It was just the threat of genocide. It was the everyday bombing and the atrocious conditions that they lived in. Some of them on the first flight who had arrived in South Africa were told not to speak to anybody. They were warned about not speaking to anybody. Now, remember that many of them still have family in Gaza.
Yes.
So keeping that in mind, they would then be quite wary, especially now, to speak to, in particular, the media. Many of the media outlets have been trying to get a hold of them to want to interview them, but they don't want to jeopardize the situation for their families, and they certainly don't want to jeopardize their applications for potentially for asylum in South Africa. So many of them are reluctant to speak to the media here.
Let's talk about how the South African government has engaged with the humanitarian organizations that are involved throughout this process. Give us an idea of this engagement between our government and organizations like yours.
So the South African government has been in contact with Gift of the Givers. Gift of the Givers are spearheading the entire process here.
Yes.
We are supporting the initiative along with other organizations like Caring Women's Forum. But Gift of the Givers are primarily doing the work in terms of collecting funds, in terms of assisting with whatever their needs are. In terms of placement and looking after people in Johannesburg, that's being done by a few of the organizations led by Caring Women's Forum.
Now, South Africans have responded with a mix of compassion, confusion, also concern. What would you say to listeners who are unsure how to feel about the situation, Brother Khalid?
Unfortunately, we've seen a lot of xenophobic posts on social media surrounding the arrival of Palestinians because of the disinformation that's been going around, and also because we have Zionist elements in the country who would, one, like to destabilize the country, and number two, who have an obvious agenda against Palestinians. To everybody who follows that line of thinking, we would simply say, number one, Palestinians are here with valid travel documents. Number two, they are not benefiting from a single cent of taxpayer money. Number three, a lot of them are skilled professionals. Some are doctors, some are dentists, some are accountants. They are looking for a stable place in which to get their bearings after experiencing 2 years of genocide. They're not here to steal anything. They're not here to live a free for handouts, rather. If they choose to stay on with asylum applications, they would want to become part of the society and be active contributors to the society.
Indeed.
The South African community immediately in Johannesburg and around has responded as the community normally responds with warmth and welcoming them. All of their needs have been provided for by the community in and around Johannesburg, as well as by the Caring Women's Forum, Gift of the Givers, and other organizations who stepped forward.
Indeed. Brother Khalid, thank you very much for your time this morning and bringing this information to our listeners. We do appreciate the hard work that you and your organization, as well as all the other organizations, are doing at this time. And again, thank you for making time for us.
You're welcome.
Assalamu alaikum. That was Brother Khalid Vauda, the co-founder of Social Intifada, one of the organizations directly assisting these travelers. So, our listeners, Nasmira, are always coming through with these massive, huge hearts. And one of our sisters says, I have kurtas that I'd like to donate. So
very sweet.
What I'm going to say to you now, get a hold of these organizations directly. Google is your friend.
Yes, please.
Please do. Best, easiest port of call, Gift of the Givers. As you've heard Brother Khalid mention, they're spearheading the assistance. So get a hold of Gift of the Givers. Let them know what you have, what you intend, or what your intention is, and they'll guide you. They will definitely guide you going forward.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
TBR.
Newcastle, get ready. From the 20th to 23rd of November, Barwas Furnishers is bringing you the biggest clearance sale of the year. Join us at 9 and 18 Murchison Street for unbeatable deals on lounge suites, appliances, beds, TVs, and so much more. Whether you're upgrading your home or shopping for the holidays, this is your chance to save big with prices slashed store-wide. Don't miss out. It's 4 days only, and when the stock is gone, it's gone. Bowers Furnishers Newcastle clearance sale. Quality you love, prices you'll never forget. See you at 9 and 18 Murchison Street, Newcastle.
6 meaty flavors. Beat the hunger with real value. Grab the Debonairs Pizza Real Deal range. Great for sharing with family or not. From just R31.90. Choose your flavor from the chicken and spicy pine, barbecue chicken, and more. Real flavor that hits the spot. Visit Debonairs Pizza Halal branches on North Beach, 139 Lower Marine Parade Street, Citygate Centre at Joe Slover Street, or Grey on 192 Dr. Yusuf Dadu Street. Debonairs Pizza. Try something amazing.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, The Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0.
Save up to 70%. Do not miss out. Stocks are limited. The extra you save, your Black November, available on new contracts and upgrades. Let's talk about the SIM-only deals now. The 9 gigabyte Red Core plan was 599 rands per month. It's now 449 rand per month over 24 months. You get 9 gigabytes anytime usage, 500 minutes, 30 gigabyte data per month once off, right? So 1 gigabyte video ticket for 3 months, 449 rand per month over 24 months.
If you want more, 12 gigabytes Red Core. Get yourself this deal, SIM only, 12 gigabytes anytime, 750 minutes, 30 gigabytes of data per month, and 1 gigabyte video ticket per month times 3. So that's for 3 months. This 549 rand per month over 24 months.
So the 750 minutes and 30 gigabyte data that was just mentioned is for the 1 month, the first month. Now let's talk about the Red Flexi 230. Now 149 rands per month over 24 months. You get 230 rands of airtime value and a once-off 30 gigabytes data bundle.
And 400 gigabytes of data, 349 rand per month gets you 200 gigabytes anytime, 200 gigabytes night owl.
It's per month for 24 months. They're also throwing in YouTube Premium for free for 2 months. Why not? And then for 3 months, you get 5 gigabytes of YouTube data. Now, the 6 gigabytes Red Core top-up SIM-only deal at 599 rands per month. 6 gigabytes anytime, 250 minutes, 2,000 minutes over 24 months. 20 gigabytes of data times 24 months. You got to talk to the guy. This is a business client deal only. So have a chat with the guys in store and tell them you want to look into this one here because it sounds like my business can use it.
Absolutely. And then you've got the 1,100 minutes plus 13 gigabytes of data on the 3 gigabyte Red Core top-up. 399 rands per month over 24 months gets you 3 gigabytes anytime, 100 minutes plus 1,000 minutes over 24 months and 10 gigabytes of data over 24 months.
There are so many deals to be talking about this morning. It's absolutely unreal. Go check out the Cellular City Group on Facebook, on Instagram, on X, on TikTok. They're on LinkedIn. They're everywhere at Cellular City Group. If you want to see them in store, then this is where you go.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, The Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0, Vodacom shop. For smartphones, laptops, routers, asset insurance, gaming, IoT, payment platforms, and the latest gadgets to always keeping you in the forefront of innovation and technology. Home and business internet to ensure that you have the best connection. Plug and play home internet to fully installed fiber. Our infrastructure provides a resilient platform for your critical business applications, which will help your business perform best. Vodacom shop at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Westwood Mall, The Bluff, The Workshop Durban, Umlazi Mega City, Bridge City Kwamashu, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0.
The Breakfast Rush News Headlines.
Making news at the bottom of the hour with global leaders set to convene for the G20 summit in Johannesburg this weekend. The National Joint Operational and Intelligence Structure has expressed a complete confidence in its security preparations. A devastating fire swept through D section in the Ravensmark informal settlement in Pelican Park in Cape Town yesterday, leaving 141 people displaced and 106 structures destroyed. And finally, a report says that attacks by Israeli settlers against Palestinians across the occupied West Bank have increased since the Gaza ceasefire took effect last month. That's it for now. For Radio Al-Ansar News, I'm Tabile Duma.
Thank you very much, Tabile Duma. It's your Breakfast Rush. Got to get you traffic, sports, and everything else that you can talk about in the office whilst the conversation starters are still fresh in everybody's mind.
Breakfast Rush Traffic.
Last one for the morning. Assalamu alaikum. Lieutenant Colonel Rauf, welcome back.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much. So this morning, we spoke about the road closure in the Mabel area, Big Bonnie, in that vicinity of Carlo Crescent. Now, the reason for this is we were stealing cables last night, and there is a gas pipe that runs underneath that area. So they hit the gas pipe. Now they're trying to find the leak to try and sort it out. So please stay away from that area. They're busy with the work. They're trying to get it sorted out. If you're on the N3 coming to Durban, just before Cato Ridge, left-hand lane, also breakdown lane is vehicle stationary. So there will be a vehicle not moving. Do not drive on the yellow line. Please stay off the yellow line. Slow-moving traffic on the N3 outgoing at Key Ridge, going towards the Cato Ridge Camperdown area. Also, remember we spoke about it this morning coming out Town Hill, that accident where the traffic was backing up due to only one lane being open. So traffic is still backed up from Hilton coming out Town Hill towards Pietermaritzburg. The M4 Northern Freeway is a little bit busy as you're coming past Durban North towards Blue Lagoon. Also, if you're going into Pinetown via Main Road, there's congestion in that vicinity as well. South Coast Road is slow moving as you're coming northbound towards Edwin Swales. And you got the traffic slow moving on the NC coming towards Durban between Paradise Valley and Spaghetti Junction. This is due to roadworks. Allow for extra traveling time. The N2 southbound between Umhloti and Umhlanga as well. There's congestion due to roadworks. Allow for extra traveling time, please. That's your final update.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Rauf. You take it nice and easy and have a beautiful International Men's Day. And we'll catch up with you again tomorrow morning. Welcome, Salam. He's like, I'm not. No, I don't want that bait. I'm not taking the bait on that.
Dragged on, excellent length, a little bit of movement.
The Breakfast Rush Sport Update with Buddy Govender.
Assalamu alaikum, Buddy Govender. Welcome back.
Well, walaikum salam, and happy International Men's Day to you as well.
Dankie, meneer, and to you, I hope you do enjoy what nobody knows about and what nobody's talking about, International Men's Day.
Men's Day, indeed.
I'm going to make some research and to talk on that one there.
I will do it.
Indeed.
In the meantime, you tell us about sport. What's happening in your report?
Yeah, okay. We've got cricket. Pakistan restricted Zimbabwe to 147 for 8 before securing a 5-wicket win with 4 balls remaining in the opening match of the T20 Tri-Series out in Rawalpindi. The World Rugby Awards Springbok trio Oxenke, Malcolm Marx and Peter Steph du Toit have been nominated for the World Rugby Men's 15s Player of the Year. So incredible to see 3 nominees from South Africa in the running. NBA basketball, the Detroit Pistons overcame the Indiana Pacers 127-112 to get their 10th consecutive win for the first time since the 2007 season. The Cleveland Cavaliers claimed a 118-106 victory over the Milwaukee Bucks. News coming out of the Proteas camp: fast bowler Lungi Ngidi has been drafted into the squad for the second test against India on Saturday in Guwahati. Well, last night, all the FIFA World Cup qualifiers now are done and dusted. We know who will be playing in the World Cup next year in Canada, Mexico, and the US of A. Scotland. They qualified for the World Cup for the first time since 1998 after a dramatic 4-2 win over Denmark. Kosovo drew 1-1 with Switzerland. Sweden drew 1-1 with Slovenia. Spain dropped their first points of the campaign when they drew 2-2 with Turkey, but they both qualify nonetheless. Belgium left it for too late. They beat Liechtenstein 7-0, but they finished bottom of the table. Wales, a wonderful performance against North Macedonia, winning by 7-1. Tomorrow, we see the Las Vegas Grand Prix practice number 1. So this weekend, we'll see the LA Grand Prix. Tomorrow, we practice number 1. And of course, on Friday, we'll pick it up with all the rest of the sports. It's going to lead us up into another beautiful sporting weekend, Nishal.
Thank you very much, Buddy Governor. Have yourself a wonderful day, my brother. Assalamu alaikum.
Excellent. You as well. Welcome salam to you, Nazmira, Mondley, and the awesome TBR team.
Coming up for 20 minutes before 8, and because it's International Men's Day, the topic of discussion on this morning's Wellness Wednesday is health risks that are faced by men. We've got Dr. Sanpath, who's going to be joining us for Wellness Wednesday, brought to you by Flowpath Labs, talking on health risks faced by men. But what is International Men's Day?
So, International Men's Day, in summary,
in 3, 2, 1.
It's a day to celebrate the positive values, the values that men bring to the world, their families, their communities, while also highlighting issues affecting men and boys. So positive male role models, men's health, gender equality, improving family relationships, and addressing challenges, because men's well-being matters.
Yes.
Not all men feel confident seeking help. Positive masculinity can strengthen families and communities. Also, boys need guidance, support, and safe environments to grow. So, Wandli, Nishal, happy International Men's Day.
Right. We're talking health risks faced by men with Dr. Sanpath on your Wellness Wednesday, brought to you by Flowpath Labs after this.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Elevate your style with Al-Noor kurtas and fragrances from Potent Ice Perfumes, exclusively available at Al-Ansar Shop. Visit us at 207 West Road or call 031-208-1601. Experience the best in fashion and perfumery. Al-Ansar Shop, where elegance meets fragrance.
Color your world with Color Trade Paints. Color Trade Paints, stockers of interior and exterior coatings. We got you covered with our wide range of roof colors and are stockers of industrial floor coatings. A Color Trade innovation, the 4-in-1 primer must always be your first choice. Magic Cover PVA, 99 Rand per 5 liters. Peach, cream or white. Restore your driveway with high durability jet black tar coat, 690 Rands per 20 liters. Get to a Color Trade Paint store near you or visit our e-store. Call 086-126-8888 for free delivery. Make the right paint choice. Always ensure color before trade. Buy Color Trade Paints.
This December, travel the world with Shaw Mithas Travel. Choose from one of our exclusive packages: Abu Dhabi and Doha, Brazil and Peru, Dubai and Cairo, Iraq and Cairo, Cairo and Sharm el-Sheikh, or celebrate the New Year in Mauritius, Doha, or Dubai. We have the perfect package waiting for you. Visit us at our head office in Overport, our branch in Malvern Park Shopping Centre, or our Tambo branch in Rylands Estate, Cape Town. Call Shaw Mithas Travel on 031 207 6987 and make this December truly unforgettable.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
It's the Breakfast Rush, all over your radio.
वो शहरे मोहब्बत जहाँ मुस्तफा है वहीं घर बनाने को जी चाहता है वो शहरे मोहब्बत जहाँ मुस्तफा है वहीं घर बनाने कुछ चाहता है वो सोने से कम कर वो चांदी सी माटी नजर में बसाने को जी चाहता है वो शहरे मोहब्बत जहाँ मुस्तफा है वहीं घर बनाने को जी चाहता है जो पूछा नबी ने कि कुछ घर पे छोड़ा तो सिद्दीक़ अकबर के होंठों पे आया जो पूछा नबी ने कि कुछ घर पे छोड़ा तो सिद्दीक़ अकबर के होंठों पे आया वहाँ मालो दौलत कि क्या है हकीकत वहाँ मालो दौलत कि क्या है हकीकत जहाँ जा लुटाने को जी चाहता है वो शहरे मोहब्बत जहाँ मुस्तफा है वहीं घर बनाने को जी चाहता है जिहाद मोहब्बत की आवाज गूंजी
It is your breakfast rush on Radio Al-Ansar. It's coming up for 7:45 on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning. And this recording playing us out and getting us straight into International Men's Day. And our topic of discussion today, courtesy of Flowpath Labs, we're talking on a subject that affects men globally.
Wellness Wednesdays on The Breakfast Rush, brought to you by Flowpath Laboratories. Visit flowpathlab.coza.
So this is Wellness Wednesday, and we're talking about health risks faced by men. And joining us in studio this morning, no stranger to the studio now, is Dr. Sanpath, a general practitioner with years of experience in community health. Doctor, welcome back to Wellness Wednesdays on Radio Al-Ansar's Breakfast Rush.
Thank you, Nishal. Thanks for having me here.
So, Dr. Sanpath, Movember focuses heavily on men's health. What are some of the biggest health risks South African men face today?
Well, you know, men's health is quite a broad topic, but there's certain conditions that affect men specifically, and we should focus on that this morning. So last time we talked about metabolic diseases such as high blood pressure, cholesterol, and diabetes. And we find that those can often lead to other conditions. We have prostate and testicular conditions, mental health challenges. These are often issues that men struggle with quietly without anyone talking about it. You also have intimacy issues that might be troubling men. And men, they tend to delay their checkups. They ignore their symptoms. They feel embarrassed. They don't really want to talk about it. But meanwhile, everything is easily treatable and can prevent it from becoming serious later on.
Why are metabolic diseases and lifestyle-related conditions so prevalent among men?
So, you know, with the hectic lifestyles that all of us live and the demands on all of us, economic demands. It's a combination of all these things. We have lifestyle, long working hours. We have stress from family, stress from work, and certain cultural habits that we might have. No, men rushing off in the morning, they'll skip their proper meals. They'll just eat convenience foods, pie and coke, and then they don't prioritize sleep or exercise, So if you look at the statistics, we got 1 in 3 South African men having high blood pressure, 39% of men overweight or obese, and many men living with undiagnosed diabetes. So these progress silently, and we know they damage the heart, kidneys, nerves, but the main thing is they damage the blood supply to vital organs.
Movember also highlights prostate and testicular cancer. What symptoms should men be looking out for?
So prostate cancer is the most common cancer in South Africa amongst men, especially over the age of 50. So warning signs, they include difficulty when you're passing urine, especially at night, weak urine flow, blood in the urine or blood in the semen, and pelvic discomfort. So testicular cancer affects younger men, often between 15 and 45 years old. So that's different from prostate cancer. And the warning signs, they can include a lump or swelling in the testicle, or a feeling of heaviness, or having a dull ache in that lower abdominal area.
Yeah.
So we must catch these earlier because early detection is vital. They're treatable conditions.
Indeed. Doctor, earlier you mentioned erectile dysfunction. How should men understand this issue in a respectful and health-focused manner?
So with erectile dysfunction, we have to look at it. Most of the time, it is something that is not spoken about. Even amongst couples, you'd be surprised.
Right.
And we have to get it into our men that it's not a moral failing, and it's not any thing to be embarrassed about, but rather let's get to the underlying conditions, because you're not going to die from that condition, from erectile dysfunction, but you can definitely die from a heart attack or a stroke. So it can be, like I said, a warning sign of diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, but even hormonal imbalances. Sometimes we've seen patients with brain tumors when they were having erectile dysfunction, or stress or anxiety. So it can be the body's alarm bell that something deeper is wrong. So let's emphasize to our men and our listeners that they're not alone. There's nothing shameful about discussing it. And the best person to do that with is your doctor.
How can blood tests help men get ahead of these health risks?
So blood tests are an excellent way to check the warning signs and just before these symptoms appear. So you can use a trusted facility like Flowpath Laboratories, and men can get a PSA test, which is a prostate-specific antigen test for prostate health, an HbA1c, which is a marker of your 3-monthly blood glucose levels, and a lipid profile. You can check that for your cholesterol levels, a fasting test, your kidney and liver functioning test, and especially your testosterone level. Testosterone deficiency is very common amongst men these days. And it would be good to do a testosterone level and other hormone tests. So speak to your doctor about that, or even phone your Flowpath laboratory to get those tests done.
Indeed. As you'd mentioned very, very rightly so a little earlier, boys will be boys. And as men, we want to be these indestructible human beings. We want to be this pillar of strength. And we do not want to acknowledge any, call it weaknesses within ourselves. But here's a burning question. If these conditions are left untreated, what are the consequences?
So if we talk about a condition that might be affecting your intimate life, you can think about the unintended consequences, whether it be with your marriage, whether it be with your own stress and building up with your mental health. So that stress just compounds and makes the other consequences even more likely, like ignoring the signs and symptoms of poor blood flow can lead to heart attacks, strokes, kidney failure, nerve damage, vision loss. So it just becomes a vicious cycle. So avoiding checkups, it doesn't prevent the problem, but it simply just delays it until it becomes more serious.
What lifestyle changes can men adopt, realistically speaking?
So we don't need to be extreme in our changes. Small progressive steps will be better. So 30 minutes, 3 times a week, getting your heart rate to about 80% of its maximum is suggested. So walking or brisk activity, focus on healthier meals, less processed foods, less sugar, refined sugars, stopping smoking, reducing stress through hobbies, prayer, meditation, family time, and making sure that you get adequate sleep. And just a 5% reduction in weight loss or daily exercise or walking can reduce your risk of type 2 diabetes and heart disease quite significantly.
Finally, how can men start taking control of their health this November?
So listening to talk like this needs to spur someone on to have that conversation with their partner, have that conversation with their doctor, and definitely know your numbers. Specifically, know where your prostate level is if you're a man over 50. If you have anything that's troubling you, notice any lumps or bumps, if you're between 15 to 45, speak to your doctor about that. If you're having any intimacy issues, speak to your doctor about that. Do your bloods, like I mentioned with FlowPath Laboratories, we can do the PSA, get your HbA1c done, know your blood pressure at least, and your BMI, and then stop delaying and start prioritizing your well-being, because you'll be a better man for your family by doing this.
Absolutely. Dr. Sampath, for this important and balanced November message, we're grateful to you for coming into studio this morning. I know leaving very, very early and driving through morning traffic and getting here. I love the commitment to the topic and to the health of not just our listeners, but of course your patients as well. If one of our listeners want to speak with you directly on topic, how would they get a hold of you?
So if you Google Dr. A. Sampath, you'll see my details all over there. You can reach me on 087 265 1585. You can call that number, or you can WhatsApp 087 265 1585.
So to our brothers that are listening in right now, you have to take responsibility for your health. Early testing and early action can save your life and protect your family. So for reliable testing, you can contact our sponsors, that is FlowPath Pathology Labs at 031 208 2834, or WhatsApp them on 060 741 2622. And this November, don't just grow a mustache, grow awareness, grow responsibility, and take charge of your health. Dr. Sampath, once again, thank you very much for making your way through to our studios this morning and for this very informative discussion.
Thank you, and thanks to the listeners.
So, FlowPath Labs, go look out on their website for all the information that you need about FlowPath Laboratories. And remember, Wellness Wednesdays on the Breakfast Rush is proudly brought to you by these guys.
Rush, brought to you by FlowPath Laboratories. Visit flowpathlab.coza. Mom knows best, and the best lab for pregnancy tests is FlowPath. From antenatal screening to baby wellness checks, we're SANAS accredited and up to 30% less. FlowPath, because saving matters when you have little ones.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willowton Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Hey, that's it for the Breakfast Rush for this morning. I hope